Adam Silver has caused quite a stir in WNBA world because he just went on the Today Show and he was talking about the WNBA CBA. And here's what he had to say. He said, "I think share isn't the right way to look at it because there's so much more revenue in the
WNBA is officially in pandemonium. Commissioner Kathy Angelberg and NBA executive Adam Silver are reportedly at odds. Players are furious. Owners are in a frenzy. Caitlin Clark's performance could determine the league's future. And the irony is awful. The player who once saved the league may now be responsible for its demise. So, who is losing power here? The friction between Kathy Angelberg and Adam Silver is not new, but it has recently escalated in public.
In this cycle of collective bargaining, and they deserve it. So what he's talking about here is the revenue share that the players have been fighting for. So essentially what the players have said in these negotiations is that they want to be paid more when it comes to their salary, but they also want a higher percentage of the revenue split because currently they are only getting 9% of that revenue split. But we have went over it a million times, you guys. The structure of the WNBA, the finances in the WNBA, and the structure of the finances in
and the trigger, Caitlin Clark. Yes, you heard that correctly. The WNBA's star player has accidentally sparked a power battle between the league's leadership and the players' union. Let's play in English. The WNBA is currently negotiating a collective bargaining agreement, CBA. Players and league officials battle over money, salaries, incentives, and revenue sharing. Who gets how much of the pie? On the Today Show, Adam Silver made a surprising statement. The NBA generates significantly more income, so focusing solely on share is not the best approach. The players will receive more money in this cycle, which they deserve.
NBA, as you know, they're calling for players in the WNBA are calling for more money. They 9%, I believe, accordingly. They get 9% of total revenue compared to roughly 50% of the revenue of NBA players. Should they be getting a larger share of the revenue in the WNBA?
Yes. I mean, I think the share isn't the right way to look at it because there's so much more revenue in the NBA. I think you should look at it in absolute numbers in terms of what they're making, and they are going to get a big increase in this cycle of collective bargaining.
But not a higher percentage. While you'll receive a raise, it is unlikely that you will be promoted to a higher position. Kathy Angelberg's nightmare began. Silver's statement caused the WNBA Players Union to lose their cool. They responded with a mocking message naming Adam Silver and stating, "Don't want to share Adam Silver." Yes, the official account. This is not a fan or a burner page. The WNBA Players Association engaged in petty behavior on Instagram. However, the aftermath was very unpleasant. The league representative termed the union's statement deceptive. The WNBA has already provided an uncapped income sharing plan based on league growth. According to the sources, in other words, we gave you a contract, but you did not read it. Kathy Angelberg is in a difficult position, balancing calming disgruntled players and avoiding public conflict with her boss, Adam Silver, who holds most of the financial power. Everyone avoids discussing this part. The WNBA does not fully own itself. The league owns 42% of its business. The NBA owns 40%, while private investors purchased the remaining 18% in 2022 when the WNBA was in desperate need of finance.
Solution is. Now, in true WNBPA fashion, they decided to clap back on their Instagram account to Adam Silver's remarks. And they posted this. They said, "Don't want to share at Adam Silver." So they literally tagged Adam Silver, used a screenshot from this interview, and posted this in their Instagram story. You guys, I do not know what they think doing that will accomplish. You know how there's that meme where it's like 0 days of whatever? It's like 0 days of
professional? Nope. Entertaining? Absolutely.
Was like, we call BS and we see you. It's like, I don't understand what posting this does besides stir up more drama. People are like, ooh, look at them. Look, it's like, no, we're acting like children. Should be acting like a professional organization. You have to work out these things at the negotiating table, not on social media. Like, this is so childish to me. And when I saw this, it just reminded me of how draining it is sometimes to cover this league, because it's like seriously, true.
Angelberg cannot provide a 50-50 income split for players like the NBA does. The league lacks the authority to. The guys want to take on Adam Silver, who is responsible for keeping the lights on. This is why every owner, investor, and sponsor in the room is silently frightened. If the players refuse to play without a new contract, it might lead to a lockout, which has never happened in WNBA history. The timing could not be worse. The next CBA deadline occurs on Halloween. This will be a scary experience for everyone concerned. The WNBA claims they are fighting for fairness. They claim they are undervalued. They seek a larger share of league earnings, not simply compensation increases. On paper, that seems reasonable. But here's the difficulty. The WNBA has never generated a profit. Even with Caitlin Clark filling venues, increasing ratings, and saving ticket sales. Let's put that in perspective. You are losing money each season, and your players are seeking a larger share of the losses. This is Adam Silver's argument. Kathy Angelberg is hesitant to express this in public due to the potential impact on her reputation. The players, meanwhile, are not concerned about numbers. They are pointing at Caitlin Clark. They remark, "Look at the crowds. Check out the ratings. Check out the jersey sales. We are finally relevant. We deserve more." Here's when things get tricky. They are not wrong. Without Caitlin Clark, this discourse would not take place. She is the reason the owners can negotiate a new media arrangement. She attracted new sponsors. She was responsible for doubling attendance and increasing ratings by 400%. Caitlin Clark's accomplishment serves as the foundation for all metrics used by the players to justify higher money. This circumstance is both humorous and terrible, as Adam Silver tells Kathy Angelberg, "Congratulations, your guys won a raise, and it's your golden child's fault." The league became addicted to the Caitlin Clark effect. Now it is paying the price. Her injury earlier this year caused a significant setback. Ratings fell. Talk shows have stopped mentioning the league. ESPN's WNBA coverage was so unsuccessful that they discontinued one of their new chat shows after only a few weeks. The owners were confronted with the harsh reality following their injury. Without Caitlin Clark, the buzz fades quickly. You can bet Adam Silver spotted this. He's presumably sitting in his office thinking, "This is why we're not doing a 50% revenue share. Leave her out of the equation." The numbers drop dramatically. The players argue that the league's success is due to their collective efforts. Adam Silver is silently laughing. Really? We saw the ratings without her. Kathy Angelberg is caught between meeting her players' expectations and addressing Adam Silver's reality check. Public statements now seem like damage control. The union accuses the league of running out of time. The league accused players of misrepresenting offers. Fans are taking sides, while sponsors are unsure whether to continue their contracts for the following year. The situation resembles a soap opera, but with fewer baskets and more boardroom turmoil. Caitlin Clark's name appears repeatedly in the background. Whether she likes it or not, she has become the focal point of every argument, providing proof of success, justification for increased salary, and leverage in negotiations. Former WNBA players like Rebecca Lobo are admitting it. Previously, there was a risk of the NBA terminating the contract due to excessive demands. However, the value of these franchises has increased significantly. These women are really valuable. Translation: one player's popularity is the sole reason for their current high value. You can sense the panic behind those words. Although everyone is aware of the reality, it is often kept hidden. The league's survival depends on Caitlin Clark. It's a terrible situation for any commissioner to be in. Adam Silver understands this. Kathy Angelberg understands this. The players are aware of this. They are currently disputing who should receive credit and compensation for her effect. Despite the theatrics, the WNBA still incurs financial losses. They have doubled their media deal to almost $260 million. However, this amount pales in comparison to the NBA's billions of dollars. The WNBA has a 9% revenue share, which appears low. However, if there is no profit to share, it loses its significance. Try saying that to the players' union. The league is being accused of concealing its true income, leading to calls for openness. One player stated, "The NBA is utilizing us to earn money." Reality check. They are providing funding to help you stay alive. Kathy Angelberg is unable to express herself openly. The NBA has supported the WNBA for almost 30 years. If Adam Silver stated, "We're done," the league would likely collapse by next summer. And yet here we are. The commissioner's office is concerned about the potential consequences of the players' threat to walk. The league's empowering image is at peril. The narrative that women's basketball is growing may falter if the 2021 season fails to materialize. Guess who will be blamed? Caitlin Clark. Without a 2021 season, sports outlets will point to the Caitlin Clark era as the catalyst for change. Her accomplishment exposed the league's flaws, rather than any wrongdoing. She set unrealistic expectations that even the owners are struggling to meet. The WNBA officials are in full panic mode. Kathy Angelberg is attempting to play nice. Adam Silver tries to sound diplomatic. The players are tweeting negativity. Caitlin Clark is likely in Iowa, focusing on her jumper. She has unintentionally sparked conflict between billionaires and union representatives. The chaos is worsening rather than decreasing. Kathy Angelberg and Adam Silver's strained relationship has been the subject of daily stories. At this point, the conflict is about power rather than leadership disagreements. Adam Silver's remark about money has sparked a WNBA collapse. Here's the truth. Angelberg and Silver are both correct and incorrect. Adam Silver understands that the NBA's support is crucial to the league's survival. He understands that the WNBA has not consistently generated a profit since its inception. Without financial support from NBA owners, the league would not exist. He is not dismissive when players seek a 50% income split, as seen in the NBA. He's being realistic. He understands the need for a 50% split when the league is relying on borrowed funds. Kathy Angelberg has a different issue. The league spokesperson must maintain a positive demeanor in the face of accusations of greed from players. She cannot admit what Adam Silver can. The business side is struggling to stay afloat due to fear of losing sponsorship, audience trust, and overall growth. With the addition of Caitlin Clark, the situation becomes explosive. Her success boosted players' confidence beyond their previous levels. Suddenly, the figures looked fantastic. Attendance, viewership, and jersey sales skyrocketed. As a result, players began to acknowledge their progress. We deserved more. However, this is not what people want to hear. It's not us, but her. Caitlin Clark changed the game, not the system. The system is still broken. A single player cannot compensate for years of poor management and financial loss. Explaining it to a room full of stars who see her success as proof they should all be rich can be challenging. Caitlin removed her mask after being injured. Ratings fell. Media coverage has vanished. Casual fans, who were now paying attention, quit watching. The owners witnessed what life is like without her. And it was not pretty. That's when panic spread throughout the front office. Adam Silver is citing the drop-off as proof in discussions. He tells Kathy that it is not the league that is growing. One player is in control of the entire situation. He warns her not to give away additional money when the entire firm rests on one individual. Caitlin struggles to maintain player satisfaction despite their criticism of her leadership. The WNBPA is criticizing social media instead of addressing issues privately. And it is embarrassing. Despite negotiating multi-million-dollar deals, they tweet caustic memes and captions like high schoolers. Here's the kicker. Both parties are using Caitlin's name as a negotiating chip. Adam Silver argues against raising the league's income share, citing her performance as the driving force behind the rise, rather than the structure. The players use the same example to demand more, claiming she reflects their aggregate value. Unfortunately, Caitlin remains silent. She's probably in the gym shooting threes as her name is mentioned in boardrooms she didn't ask for. The league's identity dilemma now centers on her. Adam Silver does not want another NBA lockout on his record, especially with a league that barely breaks even. He prefers a quiet resolution, a modest raise, and a few growth-related headlines before moving on. Kathy Angelberg is eager to demonstrate her ability to lead the league on her own. When players challenge her leadership, it can make her appear weak. The dispute has shifted from business to personal. Adam Silver is fed up with the WNBA's internal strife leaking into the media. Both parties are dissatisfied with being treated like puppets, while the players are fed up with hearing, next year. However, the sad truth is quite straightforward. Without Caitlin Clark, this argument would not exist. She inspires players to demand more, but owners are hesitant to meet their expectations. Every press release conveys a sense of nervousness. The smiles seem forced. The quotes seem defensive. The league is aware of its precarious situation. If an agreement isn't reached soon, a lockout is almost inevitable. The deadline is Halloween. For the WNBA, this may be the most appropriate date, as a missed opportunity would be disastrous. Sponsors will go, fans will move on, and networks will reduce coverage. As women's sports become more popular, reports about their success will quickly fade. The WNBA is battling over numbers. The actual issues revolve on power, including who has it, who wants it, and who can maintain it. Kathy Angelberg and Adam Silver are nearing the end of their careers, and Caitlin Clark's success has intensified the competition. So, what are your thoughts? Is the leadership conflict going to salvage or sink the league? Please like and subscribe for additional updates when other players and commentators start to speak up. According to reports, this is not the first time a coach has altered an injury schedule for public relations purposes. Stephanie is poised to become the poster child for lousy management. The feeling of instant regret is insufficient. This is career-ending regret. The fever is evident as they attempt to clean up their mess, getting old posts, altering quotes, and pretending nothing happened. The internet never forgets. Caitlin Clark is fine now. Doctors say she is healthy and ready to play. The entire saga proved one thing. Some instructors prioritize optics above honesty. Stephanie White learned the hard way. The aftermath of this debacle has been chaotic. Stephanie White's response to being revealed by actual doctors was expected to be dismissive. Instead, she is ignoring the situation and doubling down. In press interviews, she smiles and repeats the same one day at a time mantra. Fans are mocking her for portraying such foolish behavior on camera, which requires tremendous confidence. The fever's comment section resembles a war zone. Congratulations to our interns on all posts, regardless of topic. Happy birthday, Alia. Find 50 individuals typing "Stop lying about Caitlin" underneath it. It's what happens when you insult someone's intelligence. It's not acceptable to treat supporters like family one day and then provide fake injury reports the next. People care. They watch all games. They cover every press conference. When you lie to someone, they notice. The doctors who first reported the scandal are not backing down. Interviews have been conducted to clarify why the fever's version of events was not medically plausible. According to one expert, professional athletes with multiple groin injuries are unlikely to be able to return to full movement in less than 2 weeks. Translation: Stephanie White, you're full of it. The timing of things makes her appearance considerably worse. Remember when she claimed Caitlin was almost ready for the road trip? Yeah, and the same week, the team requested additional medical assessments, indicating that she was not yet ready. They not only lied, but also planned around it. That's next-level manipulation. Players from other teams are quietly calling it out without mentioning her name. One player tweeted, "Protect your body. They will harm your career without your knowledge." Everyone understood what that was about. And it isn't just gamers. The media is also waking up. Reporters who formerly supported Stephanie are suddenly shifting their stance. The story headline stated, "Fever coaching staff faces credibility issue." Credibility crisis. This is journalist code for "caught you lying." But let's get back to the main point. Why lie in the first place? The team was desperate. The Fever season was nearing its end. Instead of being transparent, they sought to appear optimistic. The usual "she's all right, just resting" technique. After 3 months of repeated statements, people begin to form conclusions. Fans realized something was wrong. Caitlin's body language revealed everything. She was not injured anymore. She felt frustrated. They were preventing her from playing, despite her desire. If this is the case, it goes beyond poor leadership. That is sabotage. During a post-game press conference, Stephanie stated that they are cautious with Caitlin. She was already cleared by her own doctors to begin scrimmaging. The assistant coach's face twitched as she said this. He appeared skeptical of what she was saying. The receipts revealed discrepancies between her interviews. Fans have reacted harshly to the phony grins, imprecise medical language, and she's doing good phrases, which appear to be damage control. According to one tweet, Stephanie White is treating Caitlin Clark's recovery like a Netflix cliffhanger. Someone said, "Can someone tell the Fever this isn't the CIA? We can handle the truth. This is the internet for you." They make everything into a comedy, yet there's always truth in the punchlines. Stephanie White may need to remain silent for a while, as opening her mouth just exacerbates the situation. The internet is dubbing it the Caitlin cover-up. The spread of memes is both amusing and depressing, as it highlights the importance of honesty in avoiding such situations. Although regret is felt immediately, the damage has already been done. Stephanie White desired control. She's lost it now. Fans saw through the doctor's words and revealed the truth. Caitlin is fine, but her coaching reputation is not very good. What are your thoughts? Was the Fever disciplined for this, or was she simply fired? Share your ideas below. Please like and subscribe for more updates.